All right, everybody, we're waiting for the post notifications to go out. We are just now getting into the car, and if you're just joining me, I'm back. This is going to be a crazy day, but you know what? We're ready to rock and roll. This is just a pre-show before we get started at exactly 7:30 this morning. I hope everybody is getting their post notifications and they're pushing their buttons and they're saying, wait a minute, it's Monday, it's live, and it's not pre-recorded. Angel's somewhat back to normal. So that's pretty cool. So like I said, everybody, I've been away for quite some time. Whole last week, it was all pre-recorded, except for the beginning. I had enough energy in me, in my system, to announce to everybody that I was sick. As you can tell, I'm still not 100%, but well enough to be on the air this morning with you, especially since it's my day off. And I'm driving right now with Ariel in the back seat. So this will be the first time ever that I'll be doing a live show exactly at 7:30 with Ariel in the car. So I have enough things going on that I'm paying attention to both. But I'm also making sure that I'm taking my time. We got a crazy show for you today. It's even though it's labeled "I'm back," it is a part 2 to the Dear Honda story. So real quick before we go live, let me just give you a quick background as to what was going on. Last time we were on the air, we talked about how my Honda car AC was not working, and the AC unit needed to be fixed. I brought it to the shop. They said they fixed it. A couple days later, it was not fixed, and that's where I'll leave you. So this way you stay tuned, because there's a lot more to this story. And as you can tell, headed back to Honda today for the conclusion, and I'll be recording the audio as well there, because this is just absurd. So with that being said, we're about 3 minutes away. Let me just give you some background on our show. For those that are just listening for the first time. First and foremost, let me just point out that we were supposed to have a live guest early this month. Her name is Angela. She will be coming on. A lot has happened between, me getting sick and then, of course, Ariel being sick, and everything just kind of threw everything backwards and forwards. And it got to the point where I needed a break. And I was burning both candles at each end. And it finally caught up to me, especially after my daughter got sick. I got sick as well, and I just realized that sometimes, you can't do it all in one day. You can't do it all in 1 week. So I decided to pre-record last week, get myself back on, in target, back on shape, back in shape. And as you can tell, I'm still not 100%, but I would say about 98%. Folks, we are available every single morning at 7:30 a.m. live. I will be doing some more pre-recorded shows during the week, but like I've always told you, when they're pre-recorded, you will know, because they will automatically be there for you when you wake up. And when you wake up, you will realize that there's opportunity there for you just to listen at your leisure. Of course, you can do that even when we're live. You can wait till after the live show, and you can play it anytime, anywhere. But I just want you to be aware that that's going to be going on. I'm going to be learning to just listen to myself. And as the summer months come about, we will do our very best to make sure that we are catering more toward the kids and the parents, of course, for our summer shows, because it is going to be summer vacation. So we're going to have a lot of topics for parenting. I did get off the phone, not off the phone, but I was texting my sister and my sister-in-law, Jen, and Leanne and Jen will be back on for another rendition of a panel, a trio, and we're hopefully trying to do some live shows, but also at the same token, we're going to be doing some pre-recorded shows, because my sister doesn't live here, and I'm sure that there's only so much we can do on one given day. All right, I've said enough. We are available on halffaithlетitbegin.com. You can email me, angel@halffaithletitbegin.com. This was the pre-show. Now we're going to get started with a live rendition. I am so glad to be back. That's right, everybody. It is another week. It is another time. We are back. We're ready to go. And this is Have Faith, Let It Begin. And this is Angel. I am back. Woo! Can't wait. On June 16th, 2018, I launched this show. Have faith, let it begin. Join me each and every weekday at 7:30 a.m. live because this is a show all about faith. Motivational topics, inspirational stories, personal testimony designed for you, the daily commuter. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
30 seconds to go.
Hi, I am Mia. You're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin.
10 seconds to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is Freddie, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Thank you, everybody. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another rendition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. This is not pre-recorded. This is live, and yes, I am back. My name is Angel, the host of Have Faith, Let It Begin. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to send me get well wishes, for prayers, for just constantly telling me that they miss me being on the air live. Folks, it has been a crazy month. We will get back into that and we will talk briefly about that. But first and foremost, I would like to also tell you that I'm joined in the car this morning because it's my day off and I'm going to the Honda dealership right now with my daughter Ariel. So Ariel is here and she is listening with us. One day, hopefully, she'll be able to have a mic on her and be joining with us as well. Folks, I don't know how to begin, but the best way to do it is just diving right into it. So before I even do that, though, I've got to say a couple things. Happy birthday to my good friend, my best friend over there in Kentucky, Chip. I love you, brother. Happy birthday. I wish I was there with you. There's just so many things that I can say about you. I'm going to be dedicating a show to you this week. So look out for that. It'll be a dedication show for you, Chip. Happy birthday. Also, a belated birthday to Savannah. We were at the party of Savannah's. That's Freddie's daughter. Happy birthday to you, darling. It was a great time. Awesome time. They had a great time. A lot of food. Also, in addition to that, congratulations is in order for a very good friend of my heart, and it's definitely a good friend to our family. Want to give a quick shout out to Ashley and Mike. Congratulations. May everything in your future be brighter than the sun. May God be with you and bless you each and every day. I'm so happy to hear about you guys. God bless you. I'm so happy. Also, I would like to just point out belated birthday to Mercedes, my other sister-in-law. Happy birthday to you, darling. You are out there every single day putting your foot forward and making the world a better place by trying to keep our streets safe. God be with you. God bless you. And happy belated birthday to you as well. Happy belated birthday, of course, again to my friend Brian, to my brother Art, and, of course, coming up, my brother Eric's birthday. So these are all the things I've had to say that I haven't had a chance to say. Right, Ariel? I know. So this is why I had to say this real quick. All right, right into the story, guys. Dear Honda. Folks, if you didn't hear the last episode, which was called Honda, Dear Honda, this is what's been going on. I brought my vehicle about a month ago because there was no AC. You heard that I had no AC in the car. You knew I had no AC in the car. I had to get it done because Ariel's in the car. So I went to get the car fixed. They said they fixed it. They said it was either the compressor or it was a recharge. So I crossed my fingers. We waited a whole day. They called me and said, pick up the car, Mr. Santana. Mr. Santa. I know I said Mr. Santa. It's Santana. You guys know my last name. And they said, hey, the car is ready. Come pick it up. Excuse me. And I paid for the car. It was a recharge. The compressor did not go. So I got in the car, and of course, as anybody would do, you turn on the AC, make sure it's working. And the AC worked even the whole way home. But during that time, it was kind of frigid weather. So this is around May-ish, so we really didn't need the AC unit. But I knew that the AC unit was quote unquote fixed. So I get in the car, and one of the weeks go by, and we start getting a little heat wave in May. Excuse me. And I went to go turn the AC on, and it started. And about 5 minutes later, the AC unit went from cold air to hot air, like just hot air. And I said to myself, what in the world is going on here? So I figured, all right, let me see what's going on. I'll wait. Nope, the AC went. So I called Honda back and said, listen, there's no AC. Oh, Mr. Santana, I'm so sorry. Bring it back. We'll take a look at it. I'm like, listen, not for nothing. I don't want to be charged again. No. The car should be working and we're not going to charge you. I said, okay, great. So I brought it back and it was another day off. I had to wait about almost a week and they made me wait 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours later, they told me that they were checking for leaks. They were checking for all these different things that could be. They noticed that the right side of the car, pressure of the air was not as powerful. So they said, don't worry, we're going to take a look at it. No problem. 4.5 hours later, they determined that there was no leaks, that there was no other problems other than the fact that the vehicle needed another recharge. So they did Refreon. They did everything all over again. So I took it, put on the AC, of course, on the way home, and it was fine. A couple days go by. It was still hot out. I used the AC. It was not bad. It wasn't as cold as I expected it to be, but it was AC nonetheless. Then all of a sudden, as I'm driving, the AC unit turned to hot air again. This time it was really hot. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? So now I'm upset because the car is not working. Now I called up, told them I had to bring it back in for a third time, and I had an appointment set up, and that just happened to be the same week and the same day that unfortunately Ariel went to the hospital. So that prolonged everything. And of course, my daughter comes first, and I've had to tough it out since. Well, I then recently just had the car looked at again, which was, as a matter of fact, it was on Friday. So I had to bring the car overnight on Wednesday night to be looked at on a Thursday. I did the overnight drop box. I also told them what again was going on. I reiterated all the story just to make sure that, they knew what was going on. And the reason why I did that is because I found out that the person that I originally was working with was no longer with the company. So I had to deal with a new agent, a new service parts agent, and I didn't want them to just do the same errors that maybe the last people did. So I reiterated the entire story. And then I also told them that my car inspection was due and that if they can just add that to the bill. So, not a problem. They did it. And I also told them I didn't think it was right for me to be charged if it was the same problem. So I waited, and finally they called the next day around 3 o'clock in the afternoon and told me, Mr. Angel, just here's the deal. Your car compressor has gone. The compressor with the clutch. And I'm like, how come this was not noticed the first 2 times? And according to them, they said that it may not have been broken then. They can't speak to it. They can only tell me what's wrong with it today. I just found it very convenient that out of the first 2 times that was an issue, the third time they went right to the compressor. So part of me thinks that maybe I shouldn't have told them what was wrong with the problem. Maybe I should have just kind of went blind and said, hey, there's no AC again, and then just said that. But the compressor is $1,100. $1,100. And I'm like, I cannot afford $1,100. Right, Ariel? Right? I know. We can't afford that. So I'm like, and they said, well, we can do an aftermarket, and it's only $300, but the labor's $400. And altogether, it'd be $780 for the whole thing. And the warranty on the compressor is only a year. It's an aftermarket. And I'm just thinking to myself, my God, this is ridiculous. So I told him I had to think about it. I called a couple people, and I looked up some stuff, and I said, maybe I'll buy the part myself and have somebody else do it. But then, my wife made a good point, and I thought of it too, and she said, listen, you have to let them know that they should at least refund you back the original first visit, because this should have been fixed before. I told them, listen, I'm not sure I want to do this. I said, never mind, don't do it. And I said, just do the inspection. They go, we can do the inspection, no problem. And then he said, listen, here's what I'm going to do for you, Angel. You've been with us a long time. I'm going to talk to my managers. I'll get the inspection done, but I'm going to see if I can get this cost down. And if they can get the cost down, maybe we can negotiate something. I said, you know what? You do that. So I waited. No call came in. And finally, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, this place closed at 6. So I called back again. I said, listen, what's going on? And I can't get a hold of him. And I call like 6 times. Nobody could find him. Finally, I call the salespeople, because they'll pick up anywhere. They think that you're calling to buy a car. And they finally got a hold of the guy for me. He calls me back and he says, all right, here's the deal. I said, no, here's the deal. I said to him, no, here's the deal. I want my refund from the original first visit. If you can refund me that money back, I will then have you do the job. So it was about $153 off the bill, and they were very, very good to do that. I can't say nothing negative. So they said, well, I'm sorry, the part is not here yet because we waited this long, so you're going to have to wait another day. Fine. Friday comes, which was it was the last couple days ago, and I called up and made sure that they were doing the car. They said they were going to have it done. I waited. They finally called me at like 4 o'clock to tell me the car will not be ready until 5:15. So, I got to go. I go there, pick up the vehicle with my father. They finally get the car. The price was pretty much what I expected. It was decent. Now, let me pause real quick. Let me show you how God works and where this lesson comes in. So, as you know, the money it's been tight. Before I went to pick up the car, in the mail was a check from my job from a dispute that our union had that finally came due, and it was an overdue check from back pay. That amount, that check, nearly covered the entire cost of the vehicle. God is good. That is amazing. So, back to the story. I go to pick up the car. I filled out all the paperwork. I apologized for everything that was going on. I get in the car, and of course, part of me has to check the AC. So I turn the AC on, and it's full blast. Now I can tell the difference. There's a lot of power. There's a lot of stuff going on. But what I didn't realize, what I did notice was on the corner of the car, the inspection was not done. I said, "You've got to be kidding me!" So I go back into the shop, and said, "You guys never did the inspection." They take the car back again, try to do the inspection, and they determined that because they had to remove the alternator from the vehicle while putting in the compressor, it reset the dial to the point where the machine needed 50 miles of proven driving record so that it can perform an inspection. So here we are today, Monday, 7-something in the morning, and I'm going back to the shop to drop off the car to get inspected. Do you think it's going to get done? I hope so. All I can say is I'm pulling in right now. So, folks, that's where I'm going to leave you today. I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger because hopefully, I will have the opportunity to have this completed. And they told me I don't have to have an appointment. They told me to just come right in. So I'm literally right now with all of you live pulling into this Honda dealership. And hopefully, this will get resolved. So, let me see what they say. And we're going to be on, I'm going to stay on this live. I know we're over our minutes today. But we're going to do something a little different. We're going to be live. And I guess the moral of the story is you have to have patience. But and also, in all honesty, there's so much that happens on this given day. We just have to remember that things happen for a reason. Oh, they're telling me to move on the other side. All right, hold on, guys. Oh. Let me go. Hold on. We're live. Straight. Hold on, guys. How you doing? Last week, they fixed my car. Yep. But then when I paid for it, they forgot to do the inspection. And they couldn't do it because they took out the alternator. So it reset the dial. So Mike, I believe his name is Mike. Yes. He's like, just bring it in first in the morning. You don't have to worry about it. I'll get it taken care of. So here I am. I just need the inspection completed.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you need my mileage?
Yeah, I'll fill this out just in case.
Okay.
Do you know if you paid for it last?
No, I did not pay for it.
Okay.
No, I have to pay for it. No, definitely. Yeah, it was on the bill was completed for the other job. It was no AC. Okay. But no, I have to pay for the
Yeah. Yeah, I just have the mileage.
Okay, so 120,771.
771.
You got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just got to take my daughter out and everything. So thanks. Okay, so folks, that's the end of this day. We'll tune back with you next week. Have faith, let it begin. This will be interesting. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.